Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Well, if you live on the island any period of time, you've been familiar with the Arts Center of Coastal Carolina, and there are many wonderful shows. But did you know they have a great outreach program teaching many classes to students and of all ages? And that all takes money, and here to help raise some money for that is Dr. Helen Ryan. She was principal of Hilton Head Island High School for many years, and since her retirement, she's been involved in more charity events than I care to name, and now she's given of her time to raise money for the Arts Center. Welcome, Dr. Ryan.
Well, good morning, Jane. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks. So tell us about the art auction. The wine auction, sorry.
The wine auction. On March 19th, we are going to have the wine gala at the Arts Center under the tents once again. We haven't done this event since 2007.
Yeah, it was on hiatus for a little while.
Yep. Well, we were sympathetic to the community and the issues of life, but now I think the economy is picking up a little bit, and many budgets are being cut in the arts. But we want to make sure that the arts programs at the Arts Center for Coastal Carolina, which support many children and many young adults through PEP, that they sustain and grow. We have outreach programs from pre-K to adults and in the arts, both visual and performing arts, and it is absolutely phenomenal that all these programs exist, number one, that students get to see things in their schools, in the theater itself.
They actually bring performances to the schools, right?
Performances, performers to the schools for workshops. We have activities going on in the lab, the black box, in the theater itself, in the art studio with Alana. And then not only that, but they have special workshops. So students, like for dance, can come and participate with Parsons Dance like they did last week. It's just amazing.
But when they're bringing in, well, there's so much talent here already, but sometimes you even bring in outside performers for different shows, and then they're not just here to do the show, but you actually get them out in the community so we can be introduced to them and learn from them.
Absolutely. I mean, I've seen it firsthand while I was with the school system. And the nice thing is that now I get to see some of the students as adults who are pursuing the arts as careers because they were motivated and, just loved working as volunteers with the Arts Center, as well as recipients of the workshops in the school system, and it inspired them to go on in the arts. So it's amazing to see that transition from a field trip to a career.
Wow. So get you really in touch. And it's one thing to read about it or see it on TV, but to actually get in there and get that bug, that first round of applause you get for something you do, or that first ooh and ah you get when your work's in a gallery, that really can be life-changing for a student.
Absolutely life-changing. And when you see it firsthand, you know it's a good cause.
Wonderful. So what's on tap for the big night?
Well, we have an amazing thing coming up. We have not only silent auction items, we have a tasting room where people can taste different wines and then purchase them if they so choose. And then we have live auction. And during the live auction, we have both wine-related items and trips. So just to give you an idea, some of the things that we will be auctioning off will be rare wines.
Rare ones. Ooh.
Rare wines. So we take not only rare and unusual wines and auction them off as either in cases, single items, or individual items, depending on their value. But we also have then signed bottles of wine.
Oh, I see
by
the
the
signature on the
vineyards.
label, so
Yes.
that's the winemaker has signed it there.
Absolutely. And then, going according to basically Wine Spectator, which everyone Robert Parker, lots of people who suggest, good wines and great wines, kind of go along with their resignation that you might have a highly recommended wine, or a collectible, or a smart buy, or just really the best value. So we're going to have a spectrum of wines available.
That's great. So even if you're not a wine expert, like I enjoy wine, but I don't consider myself by any stretch an expert in it. It's kind of intimidating, all these words, and it's bouquet and all these things, but they'll kind of help you, guide you through that process of choosing one that's right for you?
Absolutely. We have a great auctioneer who is a wine expert, and he will be doing the auction and explaining the things as he goes along. We're even going to have some fun. We're going to have a little sommelier smackdown. So we have 3 sommeliers in the community who have volunteered their time and efforts to do a little sommelier smackdown. So, you know,
what does that mean? That they have to guess
you have
which ones?
to come. You have to come and see. But basically what it is there will be a specific dish, and sommelier A will say, this is the wine you should have with that dish. And sommelier B will say, this is the wine you should have with that dish. And then we'll have some randomly selected people from the audience choose which one that they thought was the best.
Brilliant.
So,
boy, wouldn't it be fun to be the lucky person chosen to make that choice?
Now, one of the things that we already have on our list of live auction items is a very impossible wine to get, and that's a Colgan. It is a Colgan 1997 from Herb Lamb Farm, and this is a California blend cult wine.
Oh.
And even if you Google it, your eyes are going to pop.
Oh, really?
So,
C-O-L-G-A-N?
C-O-L-G-A-N, Colgan.
So that kind of wine. So it's not one grape. It's a blend of different grapes?
California blend.
Wow.
We're also going to already have donated an 8-bottle vertical of Pride Mountain Reserve and Silver Oak and some rare Bordeaux.
Wow. So whether you're white or red, you got something for everybody. And then there's modestly priced ones as well as something for a real special occasion if you wanted to do that.
And that's the thing. We want it to be for everyone. We don't want people to feel uncomfortable, oh, I don't know anything about wine. We're going to have a gourmet meal that's going to be prepared by the chef at the Westin. We're just going to have a good time to raise money for the educational and outreach program at the Arts Center, because over 160,000 students have already taken advantage of this, and we want that to continue.
Huge numbers.
Huge.
So I mean, those are kids who, and everybody knows there's cutbacks in the schools. As much as we hate for that to be the case, that there are more limited opportunities in the schools. So this might be one of the only ways that some of the kids really get hands-on with some of these mediums and get to see
Absolutely.
because they don't know what they want to do until they've had the opportunity to try it.
Exactly, and they really don't know, what theater is. Not all of our schools have a performing arts program. So then again, the field trips to the center allow that to happen.
And they have summer programs too. They have week-long workshops in drama and music, all kinds of things.
And they also try and share with the community through their festivals cultural diversity. So they have many programs such as storytelling for the children about the Gullah culture, about various poets. And last year, the art gallery hand-guided walk tours, they had an artist from Maine come and talk about his artwork related to dogs.
Wow, so you just never know.
Absolutely. And the uniqueness of this event is both the combination of the silent auction and the live auction. Like, I bet you would really love to go to the Kruger Park in Africa, South Africa.
Wow.
That is going to be a live auction item.
Wow. So you can participate in the live auction, or if you're a little more shy, you can go to the silent one and read about it. But there'll be other wine-loving people plus some experts, but not the stuffy, pretentious kind, right? The kind that just say, hey, this is all good, and let me help you understand it.
Let me help you understand it is the perfect explanation. And Tom DiNardo, our auctioneer, is going to help it figure that all out, so that you not only buy something that you like, but that you've never tried before.
And what a great, if you had your dinner guests over to your house and say, well, tonight's wine is one I bought at the Arts Center auction. It's such a great conversation starter, too.
Absolutely, and you may even learn a little bit from the sommeliers to then probably go back and talk to them later and learn a little bit more. I think that people are interested in learning about wines. So there is always education to be there amidst the...
in a fun, non-threatening way.
Right, in a fun,
Excellent. Okay, so that's March 19th.
March 19th.
And people can go to Arts Center HHI to get tickets?
Yes, the information is already up on the website, and the tickets are already available. So you can just go to the website for the Arts Center of Coastal Carolina and see it posted there. And we'd love to have you come. We're going to have 400 tickets available.
Wow.
Under the tents.
What?
With the chandelier shining.
Dressed up.
Black tie optional.
Bring your nice clothes out.
Bring
Right,
your nice
yeah.
clothes and have a great time, because you know we've had a harsh winter.
It's a good time to
Enjoy
spring on Hilton Head Island.
Enjoy spring and have fun with your friends.
Well, thank you, Dr. Helen Ryan. It's the wine auction to support the Arts Center of Coastal Carolina's outreach program, and you can find out more about it at artshhi.com. Thanks for joining us on Talk of the Town. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.